Hey, it's Cat at Cattails TV. And I'm back at the beach trying to take a little bit of a break, some self-care. But I was thinking, and I was actually talking to Raven a couple of moments ago, about what this case is about. You know, and it's a lot of times in life, things are about us. We just don't know it's about us. We're mirrors of each other. But based on the actions of Megan the Regurgitator and Megan the Stallion and Armand Wiggins and Nick at NyQuil, especially since today Nick at NyQuil said that people are jealous of her and Meg smallpox in a blanket given to everyone. The glorified reporter. Let me say this. I am not jealous of them. But, well, let me rephrase that. I am jealous. I'm jealous of them because they're able to hoodwink people into thinking that getting information that's just available, in other words, going to the courthouse and copying things that the prosecution has available for you, or the court has available to you, doesn't mean you're actually investigating. You know what I'm saying? If they were really investigative reporters, they would actually go to the crime scene and or go over Megan's statements and how many of them do not ring true and how many of them counter each other. And then they would also look at the videos that they have, because Street TV had those videos and he's the one who told Nick at NyQuil how to get those videos from the courthouse. And I think the prosecution made it available anyway online. I don't know. But I look at the videos for a few seconds and I see things that they don't bring up, like the other witnesses that the police were investigating, or not investigating, talking to at the scene of the crime. I mentioned it several times. There's a white lady in a robe with dark hair the police are talking to moments after the incident happened. There's also, in the transcripts, there's a Latino gentleman that was a witness. What happened to him? There's just so many odd things with this case, but see, they don't talk about that. What Armand and Nick at NyQuil, and I don't even know if Mob Radio or Milagro was there, because I only saw a clip. Somebody sent me a clip. But the clip that I happened to see, it was Armand talking about not allowing only a few people to get, have access to him. I'm like, who is he? The Pope? I mean, seriously, these people have so much ego, I can't even deal with them. And they think they're legit by having a discussion about themselves. When we're talking about a case where a person is looking at 22 years and the evidence doesn't support his guilt, and they're talking about themselves, and they haven't got off their ass once to actually investigate, but they can talk about fashion, and they can talk about people's hair, and they can talk about how important they are to the media. And I'm like, wow. Wow. Just wow. I would say that the people that probably find them amusing are not the people that find my videos interesting. We're two different types. I actually investigate. I went to the crime scene 6 times. Somebody saw one of my videos and like, look, you got it wrong. They didn't realize I'd gone to the crime scene like 2 months ago, trying to figure shit out with the best of my ability with the information that was given in court. I didn't have access to the evidence at that time. It was based on my notes that I took in court, and also asking people to help me, like if I had the right address. But believe me when I say, if I make a mistake, I admit it. But I went to the crime scene 6 times. Those people did not go once. So this case isn't about me per se. It's not about my ego. It's about, I'll give you a prime example. I don't know if it was last year or the year before, but the guy that I liked, the guy that I broke this sword over, he was on what's called a lache. I'm going to point over there. That thing is the lache. It's sort of like monkey bars on steroids. So long story short, he was doing chin-ups up on that thing with a bunch of other guys. And I was standing around, watching and talking to him, whatever. Then all of a sudden, behind us, there's a bike path. 2 guys crash into each other. One has an electrical bike, and the other one has a regular bike. And the one with the electric bike is bleeding on the ground. No one moves except me. I went over there and I helped the guy that was bleeding, and then I told the guy that I like, get my phone and call the police, or 911, whatever, so he could get help. And let me just tell you how narcissistic this fucking city is. All these people, like on the bike path, barely moved out of the way. I had to stand there and try to get people to not run the guy over that was hit. And all the other guys that were hanging around the guy that I liked, they didn't do a jack shit. And in that moment, I was so pissed at him. After it was over and the guy was helped by the EMTs or the firemen, whatever they are, I didn't talk to him for several days. Because I was like, who are you? You only care about your fucking chin-ups? Like, what the fuck's wrong with you? And all the other guys, these so-called free, hippie, loving people, whatever. But it goes back to this situation. Some people are there when you need them. Some people are your friends. Sometimes they're strangers, but they'll look after you. I guess I'm one of those people. I don't know why. I'm an empath. And I think Tori is too, and that's why his ass is in trouble. So the people like Armand and Nick at NyQuil and what's her name? The regurgitator, smallpox in a blanket, going to all the media. I don't know what their problem is. I don't really care, but their actions show you who they are. The only reason why Megan Cuniff put a link up about the motions and where you could look at them, and the DA's response is because she was called out. She was called out. Her ego is more concerned about pushing the narrative of the prosecution. It's more important to her than actually investigating. You know what I'm saying? Nick and NyQuil, who actually had the evidence in front of her face, didn't actually go over it. She just showed it and got hits on her website, but she didn't go over it to notice Kelsey has scratch marks on her bottom leg, done by fucking fingernails. Not from a dude, but from a girl. And who's that girl? Megan the Stallion. So what I'm saying is, you can get free shit or you can pay for shit, but it doesn't make you a reporter. You have to actually check the facts and quit acting like you guys are I don't know. The narcissism in this shit makes me want to vomit. But also, this shows you, also, this case is about narcissism because Megan Thee Stallion, aka Megan Pete, couldn't stand the fact that number one, Tori chose Kylie that night, not her. Except when she dragged him out of the party and embarrassed herself. And then when he was in the car with her, he sat next to Kelsey because Kelsey was his girlfriend. Megan couldn't stand that either. So she started a fight in the car about whatever she was telling him about. And then Kelsey's like, what are these two people arguing for? And then Tori said, why don't you tell Kelsey, Megan, what we've been up to? And then that's when Megan had to say, or Kelsey figured out, those two were fucking. Her best friend, her boss, was fucking the man that she loved again. It wasn't the first time. It was like the third time Megan had sabotaged their friendship. Meanwhile, Kelsey, the empath, had taken care of Megan, had took the job that her mother did of managing her and trying to keep her out of trouble because she likes to drink. And if you don't believe that, there's videos showing it all the time. You hear a voice in the background. In one of the videos, Megan, that's enough. Kelsey was like her substitute mom. But again, Megan's ego couldn't handle the fact Tori didn't want her that night, and she wanted him. So this whole chaos is based on ego and narcissism. And who's the fairest of them all? Who's the savage? Who doesn't need other people? Who doesn't care about other people's feelings or relationships? Those aren't the kind of people you want to be associated with. Let me just tell you. I learned the hard way in my life. You'll find out yourself. Anyway, this is Kat at Cattails TV. Don't be so fucking goddamn selfish. But some of the people wanted to understand about what happened in court on Monday. So pretty much this is it. Besides Kathy Taw being very upset that there was another delay with the sentencing because she wants that done no matter what. The judge said that there should be a supplemental response on May 1st, or they should have it by May 1st, and a response on May, I think I can't read my handwriting. I think it says 3rd. Either 3rd or 2nd. I'm terribly sorry. I wrote really fast with an ink pen. And the procedure is definitely on the 8th, May 8th at 8:30 a.m. And then, if the judge doesn't agree that Tori deserves a new trial, the date for sentencing will be set. And I hope I got that right. Now, the other issue with life in general is you can't always believe what anyone says. Sometimes you got to check the facts. And I'm laughing at myself because I just realized something. But yeah, I would say to you people, go look online besides just Megan Cunoff and make sure that I gave you the right information in regards to the court information. Check several sources, but this is also a good learning tool. You can't always believe what someone said. In love, in work, in business, life will throw you curveballs. All right. Anyway, take care. Kat at Cattails TV. Leave a comment down below and check out my other videos. You know, I do a lot of different things, and one thing I'm learning about this case and the people, I don't really like them, and I don't want to be around them, and I don't want to promote negativity. I want to start showing you what I've been working on. The workout videos that I've been posting are just the tip of the iceberg. I created a new exercise that's gonna change the way people work out. Some people, not all people, but some people. All right. Anyway, bye.